G'day guys, Ian Hamilton and Cassie Bond again, and we just got an email from a lady called Alma. I'm going to read it out to you. I've written to you about 10 days ago. There are a huge proportion of older Aussies out there alone, like me, who do care about our declining years and want to be effective in living as well as we can. So as I said before, in the age pension, I can't possibly buy this amount of food over a fortnight. So again, what is there available in cheaper choices I can use to a similar effect to strike a balanced, alkaline way of living? This list is a huge amount of animal product. In the past, I thought it was amongst the highest acid-forming food there is possible. Once I pay my way in this world, I have $130 to buy 2 weeks household and groceries. That is $65 a week. I think your idea is wonderful. I do hope you can find a way to help those like me who do not use credit cards, do not smoke or drink alcohol or use recreational drugs, and who do grow their own greens when able. Best wishes. Wow, $65 a week. That's tough.
That's a challenge.
That is a challenge. We wrote
living alone also is more expensive.
Living alone,
yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Hopefully she doesn't have to pay rent. But it sounds
no,
like
she's saying after that.
After all of that.
$65.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So Alma, I can't do the maths for you, but Cassie and I put together an email that we sent to you, and a few things about the way we live. And we are not great consumers. We're really not particularly interested in being great consumers.
So why don't I just explain why I actually sent the letter?
Yeah.
So for me, it's really important that we have absolutely no processed food. We do have some, however, and I've actually made a little list of that. Ian, you want to just mention them?
Well, first there's the meat.
Well, no, processed foods.
Oh, the processed foods, yes. Tinned fish, prosciutto, salami, that's about it.
And we have a little bit of that in our salad every day, just to give it a little bit of taste. The most important thing though, Alma, is that in actual fact, when we, for instance, buy a steak, and so say the steak's about that big, we cut it in half, and that's our dinner. So we don't have a lot of meat. But what we do have on that meat is usually something I make my own pesto or mayonnaise, or if you can eat butter, you can have butter on there. And that, along with lots of greens, occasionally maybe some sweet potato, is what we eat for our dinner. Now, it's the fats that will fill you up. It's not the protein.
This is the key.
It's not really going to be the vegetables. It's going to be the fats.
The
and
healthy fats.
You'll find as you start eating more fats, less carbs, you'll actually get more full. You'll feel a full feeling when you don't have to eat a lot of protein to get that full feeling. It's from the oils. Oh, the other thing we put on our vegetables, you know, apart from the mayonnaise or the pesto, is also just some olive oil and some lime or lemon and some salt. Very easy dressing, but it just adds that bit more and makes it very tasty.
The olive oil, of course, we got that from Italy. They always put olive oil on their food. The lime is a fabulous alkalizer. And the salt, if you've stopped having high carbs, you actually do need salt.
You do need more salt. So the other thing is breakfast. Well, yes, we do have bacon with our meal, but as Ian pointed out, the bacon we get is like really, really thin. So
it's a millimetre thick.
What we actually end up with is not very much. But if that's too much, just have it a couple of times a week.
Yeah. I'll just say something about the meat there. When we got off our carb and sugar addiction, we probably halved our meat anyway. And we reduced our whole food intake because your carb and sugar addiction is getting you into this mood swing where you nibble to feel good. And you know, you're always hungry. I call myself the human vacuum cleaner. I would eat anything on the table. Yeah, but that just doesn't happen anymore. So in terms of economy and good food, both those things are working for you.
So fats, again, fats.
Yeah,
fats are in the eggs, and when you start to have a bit more bacon, it's fat in the bacon. If you're not having the bacon, the eggs have still got a fair bit of fat in, and they will actually fill you up for breakfast.
Look at the times we used to buy the meat with no fat. Lean meat was the go. Ridiculous.
Yeah, okay. So lunch, all right. So we have the salad. We have a little bit of, as we said, prosciutto.
Lots of lettuce.
Ian has some salami. I don't have it because I have a reaction to the garlic. But we have plenty of greens, vegetables, which we do as when we can. We grow ourselves.
We've got 200 cross lettuces in at the moment.
Yeah, we do. It's very exciting. And apart from that, you know, like the other Anything else we buy is usually just fresh, fruit and vegetables which are in season. They're going to be the ones that are going to be the cheapest. We don't eat a lot of fruit, which is the most expensive of those.
Why?
Because it's full of fructose, which is sugar. So it's a special treat.
You're getting your goodies from your veggies. Fruits, yes, people make a lot of noise about all the good things in fruits, but yes, you can get it from the veggies anyway. You don't need the volume of fruits that we've accustomed ourselves to, especially juicing.
Yeah.
Juicing is a massive fructose hit.
We did say that tin fish is quite a cheap way of getting some fish. If you can afford a fresh fish, we do have fresh fish once a week. Look, we're not a big serve again, and pesto's wonderful on that. Yummy, yummy, yummy. We have occasionally, we do have some sweet potato. We don't have white potato. We don't have sweet potato every single night, just occasionally. It's a special treat. And it's all very unprocessed food. We don't really buy much in the way of processed food. I'm trying to think of what else we actually...
Coconut oil.
Well, we do buy some coconut oil, and we buy
That is
olive
a luxury.
oil.
Yeah.
Well, it's a luxury, but you can eat butter. If you can eat butter, that's great, eat butter, but we can't. We can't eat any dairy, either Ian or I, so we just stay away from cheese and